So anchor points are an important part of the Autocase software, and it's really good to understand how they work and how they affect your design and placement of hardware. So we're going to look at handles in this video. So we're going to place a handle, and the program will choose the nearest face that you are viewing at the time. So in this scenario, we have a couple of options here. When we select one of these anchor points and place our handle, for example, let's take this bottom middle anchor point as a when we place this handle on the case, it's now going to remember the relative measurement from that point that we selected, that anchor point. So it's going to remember this height here. Regardless of what happens to the lid, to the overall case, this handle is going to try and stay at this height from the bottom, from the anchor point. And because I selected the middle anchor point, it will also keep its lateral relative measurement from there as well. So if I was to put my handle over to this side, it's now going to remember this measurement, almost like a diagonal measurement, and it will hold this relative position. So I'll just show you that as an example. Place the handle. If we now make the case wider or deeper in this instance, we'll make it quite deep. You'll notice that this handle is now going to stay just off center by exactly the same amount as we have here. So the case is now updated, and you can see that this measurement here from the middle point is exactly as it was. So when choosing your anchor point, it's best to think about your design, if it's going to be a central handle, whether you're going to have two handles, and it becomes much easier to choose the right anchor point. So if we just delete this handle, and we're going to place another handle, now with this anchor point, we're actually now going to choose bottom left as an example. So in this scenario, if I wanted to keep my handle in this position from the floor or from the bottom and from the left-hand side, this is how we would do it, by selecting the bottom left anchor. Now when we place the handle, that handle is going to hold that position. So again, we can make a change to the size, we'll make it smaller, and you'll notice that this handle will hold this relative offset here. As you can see, it's maintained its relative position from the anchor point that you selected. We'll go on to this in a different video, but when you mirror handles around the work planes, it is also transferring, essentially transferring its relative measurement to the opposite anchor point. So in this scenario, if we now made the case bigger again, you'll notice that this measurement on each corner will stay relative. So once this updates, you will see that that measurement has held itself all around the case.